What's up, goal diggers? Kimberly Olson here, and I'm coming in live. Hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear because I had a little trouble getting on here. So if you guys have never done Facebook Lives before, once in a while you have a little struggle. So we are so grateful for the platform. It's amazing just to be able to share and reach online, right, at any given time, but sometimes there's some hiccups. So I'm glad I'm here. So if I'm not, we'll have to just, oh, Missy's on. Okay, good, I'm here. So go ahead and put 1 in the comments if you're watching this live. Thanks for hopping on today, you guys. Nice to see all of you. Happy Saturday. Go ahead and put 2 in the comments if you're watching the replay. Put new if you're new. I want to see who my newbies are. And go ahead and share this video. So if you know anybody who is running a business, who is super driven, who is into network marketing, or is an entrepreneur, or is a mom, share this video on your personal page, share it into your team page. Also tag your teams, because what I'm going to train you on today, you guys, is often overlooked, and a lot of times people's business isn't growing because they haven't figured this stuff out. Okay, so when you see mindset, it's not foo-foo. This is the nuts and bolts to get your mindset right so you can create the life you want and attract prosperity and success into your life. So those that are on, you guys are freaking rock stars. So every Saturday I like to share something about myself. I am from Michigan. I think most of you can probably tell from my accent, even though I live in Austin, Texas. Hey y'all, it doesn't really come out that right. So I am from Michigan. I grew up north of Detroit, and then I went to undergrad in Midland, Michigan. I lived in East Lansing for a while for work. I lived in Grand Rapids for many, many years. I met my now husband there. He's from north of there. And I lived in the Novi area, and I've worked all over the whole entire state. I grew up camping every summer. We'd go up to the UP. So if you are from Michigan, put a 3 in the comments. If you know somebody from Michigan, put a 3 in the comments. Or if you've been to Michigan visiting, put what city. I want to see where you guys have been in Michigan. It'll be kind of fun. And we moved to Texas because I'm a sunshine person, and the winters were getting a little too long for me. So my husband was like, we should probably move. And it's been very good for us. So I love to go back and visit Michigan, but it's definitely, Texas suits me better for sure. So I want to see where my Michigan people are. Okay, so let's jump in. We're going to talk about the book called The 4 Agreements. If anyone can put the name of the author in the comments, that would be much appreciated. I think it's like Miguel or something, Ruiz. I don't know. I could be making that up. I'm not sure. Somebody's trying to get on camera. Sorry, you can't be on the camera. Okay, so we're going to talk about the 4 agreements. I'm going to give you guys some examples. To keep it really real, I didn't even review the different bullet points on here, so I'm just going to wing it and share with you some examples, and hopefully it can resonate with you, okay? This is your homework. Your homework is going to be to practice the 4 agreements. If you guys are not in my private Facebook group, drop group in the comments, and I'll give you guys the link. If you're one of my friends on Facebook or followers, I'll add you to the group. So just put group in the comments, or if you want to go find it right now, no, don't find it right now. Go finish watching the live. So just put group in the comments. I want you guys in the group. Missy, yeah, right. I want you guys to put in the group how this is going for you, because I want to hear that you guys are implementing these things, okay? So the 4 agreements. The first one is be impeccable with your word, okay? Be impeccable with your word. If you're not taking notes, what I'll do, oh, I know, I have this written out. What I'll do is inside of my group, I will post this in the files tab. If somebody can remind me, that would be much appreciated. So you can go through this after, and you could even print it out and maybe remind yourself of these things, because these are life lessons. These are things that you're not gonna just learn in one Facebook Live. You're gonna have to practice them. Okay, be impeccable with your word. This is a big one for me. I've always been like this my whole life. My dad passed away a few years ago, so bless his heart. But my dad was one of those people that he just promised things and he didn't follow through. So he really, in his mind, he believed they were going to happen. So it wasn't him trying to be not intentional, right? But because of that, it's always been a thing for me. Like, I cannot stand it when people break promises. Put a 4 in the comments if it's like an end game for you. If somebody ever breaks a promise or is dishonest or anything like that, I'm done. It's almost to a flaw. Like, I just write people off. I'm Aquarius, so we tend to do that too. Not such a great quality, but be impeccable with your word. If people aren't, it really bothers me. So let me give you some bullet points. A, you want to speak with integrity, okay? You want to speak with integrity. You want to say only what you mean. So speaking with integrity is kind of obvious, but when it comes to business, there are several decisions constantly where you have to ask yourself, what is the honest thing to do here? Now, sometimes when you're in a situation, you're going to be thinking about right now, what I always want you to be thinking about, and this is also with raising children and running a business, don't think about decisions for your team or for your customers or your kids for what's best right now. Think about what's going to be best for them long term. So for children, I'm always trying to figure out what I can do now to raise them to be healthy, happy adults, right? Not right now. So with your customers, let's say there's an issue with their order. Instead of just hoping that they don't realize it, you're going to want to tackle that because they are going to realize it. And then it's just going to blow up in your face. Okay. And it's just not the right thing to do. So even though it's harder to be impeccable with your word, long-term, it's going to be way better. Also avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip. It has the word capitalized. That's like a thing during the book. So if you guys are just hopping on, I'm talking about the 4 agreements, go read it, get it on Audible. It'll take you like a couple hours to listen to it. It's really fast. This is a hard one, gossiping. You're not allowed to gossip, which is so difficult. I mean, good Lord, we're always doing it all the time. So a cool trick is to get a rubber band. And if you complain, criticize, or blame people or gossip, you have to either switch hands or just snap yourself with a rubber band. And I've also heard people say you do a challenge. So if you do complain or criticize or blame or gossip, you have to start over and you have to go for 30 days. I can't do that. I'm going to try, but I don't know. Okay, next agreement is to not take anything personally. Let's put an exclamation mark by this one because this is my tough one. And what I've noticed, I still haven't overcome this one, is that God keeps putting really tough situations in my life to make me learn this. And I still haven't. Something just happened to me this week. It made me cry. So don't take anything personally. So it says A, nothing others do is because of you. So I'll give you guys a quick story without too much detail because I don't think the person would know that I'm sharing this, but I'll just be straight up with you guys. So you guys know I have workshops I do and boot camps that I do. And for me, getting into coaching, when I first started out, we were in such debt and all that stuff that I couldn't even spend any money on coaching. So nothing was accessible financially. So when I do my programs, they're super affordable. I always do payment plans. And so I make it where people literally just have to not go to the movies or go out to dinner and they can afford it. So I've offered payment plans. And so there was a girl who had done my last boot camp and she put down her down payment. Her first payment was in the boot camp for about 4 weeks and then messaged me. She was due for her next payment. She's like, I can't, like it was this whole thing where she needed to pay it, right? The right thing to do would be to pay it because I let her do a payment plan. So we agreed that I would just take her out, move on. Well, then she filed a dispute with PayPal to get her money back and said she never got her product, even though she did. She was in the group. She had access to everything. She just wasn't impeccable with her word. I took it so personally. I just messaged her. I'm like, you could have just asked me, right? Like, here's this special, like very scary dispute with PayPal, right? And I run my business through PayPal. It was horrible. But I really realized that she wasn't doing it to me. Can you guys relate to that where something happened and you were just so upset? You know what I have to remember, and this is what they talk about in here, she has her own thing going on and it's about her world, okay? This has nothing to do with me. So all I have to do is know, don't take it personally, it's not about me, and just move on. And it's still hard for me to even just think about it, okay? But I know that these lessons are happening to teach me. So if anything I talk about keeps happening to you, that's your lesson. We all probably have one main one we have to learn, okay? Don't take it personally. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality or their own dream. So in the book, he calls it a dream. It's sort of your life. It's how he talks about it. When you are immune to the options and actions of others, you're not the victim of endless suffering anymore. So if that would have happened with her, and I know I didn't do anything wrong, and she's obviously she's missing some of these agreements, then I can just look at it and go, okay, well, it's not my deal. I don't want any of that negativity or karma. By the way, I gave her money back because I was like, I'm not dealing with any of that mojo. No thanks. Okay. Number 3 is don't make assumptions. This is another really good one. Don't make assumptions. Okay. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really need. Okay. How often do we just make assumptions? We just think things about our team. Oh, I know this is such a big one for people. We think like if our team isn't responding to us or a prospect isn't responding or we're texting people or messaging them, say you sent samples to somebody and you're like, how'd it go? Did you like them? And you think, oh my gosh, they're not responding. Did I do something wrong? Right? That's making assumptions. So what we want to do is we want to clarify. We want to reach back out and say, hey, just checking in. I hadn't heard from you. Are you doing okay? I just want to make sure. Clarify. Okay. I make assumptions too. I kind of tend to go to the negative and have to retrain myself really quick. So don't make assumptions with your team. Ask them, how are they doing straight up? Hey, I haven't heard from you. I haven't seen you on Facebook. How's it going? Okay, just ask people, okay? Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. I want to interrupt here or insert a feedback on this. Do not use text messaging, Facebook Messenger, or emails if emotion is involved. Okay, so what you want to do is if there's a discussion that needs to happen, somebody's upset, there's some stuff going on, what I want you to do is reach out to that person and say, hey, do you have a few minutes to hop on the phone? Get them on the phone, because text and all that, it can be misconstrued the wrong way, and that's where people get really upset. Also, with just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. How powerful is that? Okay, last one is always do your best. I love this one. And you guys, I get messages from people, and you guys are so tough on yourselves. You really are. I struggled with that all in my 20s, I guess even early 30s. And I'm not like that anymore because of all the work I've done on myself, but I was before. You guys have got to give yourself some grace, okay? Now, it doesn't mean I don't want you to work hard, and I do, and I think you all can step it up, because when I find out like how much prospecting people are doing and stuff like that, and I just wrote a blog post on that, by the way. So if you guys aren't on my email list, you need to get on my email list. So just go to thegoaldiggergirl.com and you'll see a thing pop up with my activity tracker. Put your stuff in there. My weekly newsletter goes out once a week with all my videos. All the videos that I do for the week is in one spot, which is kind of fun. Anyways, I just wrote about this. And a lot of people just need to up their game with prospecting. But your best is going to be different today than it was a week ago. Your best is going to be different now than it was when you had a new baby at home. Your best is going to be different when you lose a loved one, or you lose your job, or your husband is giving you SHIT because you're always on your computer working on your business, or every night you're working really, really late and you're exhausted, okay? Yeah, your best is going to be a little bit different when you're sleep deprived. Where are my new parents at? Like you seriously like changes the person. It's wackadoodle. So you have to compare yourself to ask yourself, am I being the best that I can be today? And it's not about yesterday. Okay, how do you feel right now? Okay, if you're not, then you're gonna feel icky inside. Okay, you wanna make sure you're aligned with who you are and your goals, right? That's super important. We trained on that last Saturday. Always do your best. So your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you're healthy versus being sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best, and you will avoid judgment, self-abuse, and regret. I feel like regret and guilt is like the worst, isn't it? It's just like, oh, it's just not good. So we definitely want to be avoiding those things, okay? So a couple updates, and definitely go get that book, you guys. It's really good. I just love it. So recruiting workshop is open till Monday. Okay, so if you're watching the replay, you guys go just put recruiting workshop in the comments, and I'll get you the link. Oh, I'm going to talk about Facebook jail next week. Are you guys excited? I actually got put in Facebook jail. Yeah, you guys didn't even know, because it was like I had to work around it. I got put in Facebook jail. Yeah, me. I was like, what? This is blowing my mind. So I'm kind of excited it happened to me, because then I can teach you guys how not to get in Facebook jail, but it's legit. Also too, if you guys are building a business like I am, I don't want you guys building on one platform. I don't want it just Facebook, because if you get in Facebook jail and everything's gone, right? And so I have everything backed up. All my videos are backed up. I have people on an email list, right? I'm going to teach you guys how to do that in the boot camp, okay? So I'm going to talk about Facebook jail next week. I know, look how excited I am. I shouldn't be excited, but I've made peace with Facebook, and I'm very thankful. Recruiting workshop, you guys, I'm going to blow your mind, okay? We're going to talk, I'm actually going to hop into the group right now and do a Facebook Live. So we're going to talk about attraction marketing versus prospecting. And so in the Art of Recruiting workshop, which is next Wednesday, April 25th, and it's recorded, put recruiting workshop in, and I'll get you the link and you can hop in. But I'm going to teach you guys the right way to recruit online. And I'm going to teach you how to do it with scripts. I'm going to show you Facebook Messenger, my conversations. I'm going to tell you how to set up your profile page. Should your profile picture be a picture of you? Should it be your dog? Should it be a flower or a quote? Like, what does that look like? What content should you be posting every day? We're going to go through all of that, okay? Oh yeah, Missy, you just wait. It's going to get real. And boot camp is now open. You guys, look at this. These are all my notes for boot camp. This is just one Facebook Live I did last week. Look at this. Look at all those people. This is one Facebook Live I did last week inside of one of my groups. All those people said they wanted to get in the boot camp, and I'm taking 30. So I think I'm at, I don't know what the number is. I need to go back through PayPal and figure out. But I think I am I have plenty of space in there right now, so we're okay. I'm gonna take 30. The first 10 to register for the boot camp get an 8-part video course on how to grow your business on Instagram for free. That's just, you just get it for being the first 10. So I'll probably extend it and give it to maybe the first 12 to 15 because I think I'm actually at 10 already. So I'll give a few more out if you guys want to get in there. So in the boot camp, it's happening. It's my Rock Your Business on Social Media boot camp. I'm gonna kick your butt. So if you guys are like, yes, I need accountability, I'm a hot mess, I'm disorganized, I don't wanna leave my house and go do a meeting, or I don't wanna go meet people for coffee, I don't wanna go join book clubs, I wanna do it all online. I'm gonna teach you guys everything I've done to build my business online. So we're gonna talk about mindset and goals and vision board and business planning. We're going to talk about daily tracking and list building, time blocking, all that. We're going to talk about content creation, attraction marketing, Facebook Lives, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, all that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about recruiting and prospect. We're going to go into that a little bit different than this workshop coming up because we're going to hit on branding too. We're going to go over Facebook groups and how to make them automated. So my Facebook groups are automated. My prospects get plugged in. We have a whole system to basically expose them and turn them into customers and business partners. We're going to go through raffle campaigns. We're going to go through building an army of customers. We're going to touch on leadership. We're also going to go through email list blogging. We're going to touch a little bit on what I do, like how do you build your business like I do. So we're going to go through all that. So just put boot camp in the comments if you want to get the link for it, and you guys can go check it out. And I have payment plans too. Like I said, I want to make sure it's accessible to people. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you next week when we talk about Facebook jail. I'll see you guys later. Bye.